content creation, paraphrasing, and multilingual translation. Galaxy AI tools, offering a variety of free AI powered tools for text, image, audio, and video generation without requiring login. Giz AI, a platform that combines AI driven content generation, multimedia tools, and collaborative features for productivity and creativity. So, these are just a few tools, but if you explore internet, every day you find hundreds of tools, and every day hundreds are being added. So we need to find out what suits us well, and whatever suits us well we can very well use that. When you attend conferences like this, this is the time where we can collaborate with people, we can understand what and how it is, and things become very easy for us, and we learn a lot of new things. It is really great of Thakur Shamnaran College to organize such a conference. And I am really thankful to the management, the principal, and the organizing committee of Thakur Sham Narayan College to invite me as a keynote speaker for this conference on transforming Bharat, the role of science, commerce, and humanities in the 21st century. How AI has shaped us. I hope the session has helped you to gain some of the idea. And once again, thank you to our madam for introducing me, and thank you for invitation. Thank you for patient listening. If you have any doubts, you can ask a question. Otherwise, we'll proceed. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Though your words were brief, they were truly meaningful and have given us plenty of to reflect on. On behalf of Thakur Shamnarayan Degree College and the organizing committee and all the participants here, we extend our grateful, heartfelt gratitude for your presence and your words of encouragement. Thank you, sir. Alongside him, we also have Dr. R.M. Pavle, sir.
Yeah, hello. Hello, I'm here. Yeah, yeah. Do you hear me? I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Ma'am, shall sir start?
उसको बोला unmute कर.
Zishan sir, you're on mute. Please repeat, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, shall sir start?
Yeah. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to a distinguished mathematician and academic leader, Dr. Rajendra Mukteshwar Pawle, to our National E-Conference on Transforming Bharat, the role of commerce,
Yeah.
science, and humanities in the 21st century. Dr. Paule has had an illustrious academic journey and recently retired as the head of the Department of Mathematics, University of Mumbai. His career has been marked by decades of committed service to higher education with notable contribution both in India and abroad. He holds an MSc in mathematics with a remarkable 83%, securing the first rank in the university, followed by an MPhil and PhD from the University of Mumbai. His earlier tenure at Satya College and his international experience at UAE University further enriched his academic impact. Dr. Paule has guided 3 PhD and 4 MPhil students and has 20 international research publications to his credit. His research contributions are well recognized in the global academic community. A notable milestone in his career was his role as deputy leader for the Indian team at the 56th International Mathematical Olympiad held in Thailand, for which he was honored by TIFR, FR, and HDCSE for his outstanding contributions. Beyond his research and leadership, Dr. Paule has been an invited speaker at several national and international conferences, always inspiring with his insight and clarity. Sir, we are truly honored to have you with us today on behalf of organizing committee. I warmly welcome you and look forward to your enriching presence at this conference. I would like to invite Dr. Rajendra Paule sir to share his thoughts with us. Sir, we are excited to hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much, Zishan, for a very nice introduction, and also thanks to Thakur Shamnaran Degree College Principal Giri, Chairman VK Singh, and CEO Rajesh Singh for calling me here. Yeah, I will directly start as a AI and what I think about this AI. See, I'm a mathematician, and yeah, see, what is AI is basically you are trying to make a machine that's a computer and trying to make it intelligent. Okay, but actually it's a machine. So uh, even if you try to make them intelligent, it will not be a natural intelligence to that, and that's why we are calling that as a artificial intelligence. Okay, I will give one example. You know what is the best app which is developed by artificial intelligence is, do you know that it's a Google Map? Okay. Now, how that thing is developed, just think about it. Now, does this Google have employed so many people around the world, around the globe to develop that map? No, it is not. Okay, then how they have developed this map? Okay, you go to, I mean, very a narrow lane is also it is there. Not a single employee. No one have no Google employee has actually gone to there, and still Google has the map of entire globe. Can you think how they have made this? And that is the development of this artificial intelligence. Now, what is happening is, you know, you're carrying this mobile, okay, and then when you carry this mobile with you, all your data, wherever you are going, is actually going to the server of Google, and Google knows that there is a road there. Okay, now see, even, and then that thing automatically get developed. Okay, basically, this example I quote everywhere because behind this Google map there is a mathematical algorithm, graph theory algorithm, which is related to my field of research. Okay, that is the shortest path problem. If somebody is here knows about mathematics and graph theory, they must be knowing this. And the base part of this Google map is this shortest path algorithm. Okay, and this is a classic example of how this artificial intelligence is developing the software. Okay, that is a Google map. Okay, it is taking a data which is freely available. Okay, and then that data is used to rectify its own mistake. Okay, now even then you see that this Google map is not accurate. Have you heard that there are some accident happened in Maharashtra because of the wrong directions given by this Google map? Okay, so it is not a perfect, but if you use this, many people use that particular road going again and again, then the things get developed. So this is how this artificial intelligence and uh, this computer is becoming the intelligent. Okay, uh, I will also give one example. The one of my PhD students, he got a job in US. Okay, it's an online job. Okay, and I asked him what is his job. Okay, then he says that he has to solve some problem, but it is not just solving the problem. Okay, there is one US based company offered him a job, but it's a simple problem he has to solve. It's a PhD, he's doing PhD from IIT. Okay, but then not only he has to give the solution, he has to write or tell computer that how he has thought over the problem. Okay, and now the jobs are in this area, lots of jobs are there. You are training computer to solve the problem. Okay, so solution is not important, how you are solved, how you are thought over it. Okay, uh, my son who's working in US, actually he is telling that now we are training the computer, and in future they will going to take our jobs. Okay, so this AI, though it is that previous speaker, uh, dancer. Okay, now he said about the good thing about AI, you don't have to scare the AI. Okay, but then this is the reality that now the people are training the computers, or people are training this uh, computer to become intelligent, and in future they will going to take your jobs. Some jobs are going to vanish. You know what is the example, or what jobs will not be there after a few years is the car driver. Okay, now already this Tesla has made a car, a driverless car. I have seen that. I have seen that driverless car. Okay, it's a software. You have to purchase that software, and then if you load that software into that car, no, then it can drive. Of course, that I doubtful whether that this thing will work in India. In US it is working. Okay, so there will be less when the technology comes. It becomes, I mean, it brings the usefulness. Every technology has this usefulness and also some drawbacks. Some jobs will vanish. Okay, some new jobs will be created. Okay, so this type of jobs, which is a routine jobs, will not be there. Okay, this the Tesla man, this Elon Musk, now it is his pet project that he want to make the robot, and the robot will do everything. That is what he is saying. Okay, that is his aim. Robot will do everything. Once you bring the robot, you know, it will do the cleaning in your house. Okay, it will do the cooking in your house. One robot will do everything. Okay, he will also take tuition of your children. Okay, if everything is doing, then what you will do? Okay, that is my question. Okay, but definitely this AI will, in future, the AI will have the great impact in our day-to-day life. That is I'm sure about it. Okay, now what are the usefulness of this one? You know, the routine jobs you don't have to worry about that, and the computer, uh, without tiredness, the computer or the robot will going to do that job. Okay, yeah, even in night he will work all 24 hours, it can work. Okay, and without a mistake. Okay, but you have to train the computer or robot in that manner. Okay, yeah. For my example is like when I was in TY BSc. At that time, there were in 1983. There were only three computers in the Mumbai. Okay, and I just saw, means we are not allowed to touch those computers. I just want to give the example how the technology transfers. Okay, and how the fast it is going. Uh, Okay, there are only three computers in Bombay. We have just seen these three computers. The first computer which I have touched is in 1986 when I got a job. Okay, yeah, and that is also, those things were not available so easily to us. Okay, but nowadays this mobile is much efficient computer what you are handling, and the size is also small. The first computer which we have seen it's like one room computer. Okay, yeah. So the technology is going and developing very fast. So there will be lots of changes and the lots of technological these changes will going to take place, and the new generation will have to adjust themselves to this technology, and uh, you know the you'll have to adjust yourself with this technology, and also the changes will be very fast. That is sure about it. I'm sure about it. And what are the challenges to the teachers? The teachers challenges are they will have to modify their syllabus according to the need of the technology. Okay, now uh, you know uh, this the writings, I mean, the reading skills and writing skills are going less because of this computer. Okay, after, I mean, that after 2 generations or 3 generations, you will see that students are writing less but just using their laptops or their ipad, okay, to learn the things. Okay, yeah, so that is the thing. uh, it will be, I can see those things will be there in the future. Okay, the mathematics, what mathematics, I'm a mathematician, so what mathematics will going to impact this AI? See, uh, there are, in every field, in every field, lots of data is coming, and because of this technology, the mobile in what you are having, so lots of data is coming, and that is free, almost free. Okay, and see this data, if you, the one thing is that you can use this data for meaningful outcome. Okay, or to predict the past data, you can use to predict the future. Okay, so lots of data is coming in medical field, now because of this computer, the history of every patient is uploaded, and that thing is, I mean, you can transfer those things in one server, and those data will be available, so you can study this data, you can analyze this data, and then you know uh, with that you can predict. For example, if there is a pandemic, if pandemic is coming, you can early predict that there is a pandemic things is coming, because this data is available very fast and at one particular thing. Okay, so all those things are there. So the one of the field is, what is this, a data analysis. Okay, I call that data analysis, but nowadays they call that as data analytics. Okay, everywhere, even in commerce, in medicine, you take in a field, even these commerce jobs. Okay, what people are doing is data analytics. In you take a stock market, data, or take a insurance, or commodity insurance MCs. Okay, all this data is actually, this data is coming, and unless you analyze this properly, okay, it's just a garbage. But nowadays, these type of jobs are coming, data analysis, data analytics. Okay, take this data and use this data for predicting something new in the future. Yeah. So some of this, my interaction with this computer software people. Yeah, one of my relative, she is working in the software. Now the software companies are encouraging or making compulsion to their staff to use this AI. Okay, so even if they want to write a program, they will tell AI to write the program. Okay, and then they have to produce, or they have to show that how much AI they have used. Okay, sorry. So these challenges are there, but because of this AI, why this software companies are making this compulsion for their staff to use AI? Because there will be less errors, and the programmer will be efficient. Okay, instead of 10 programmer, you just appoint 2 programmers, so that in a day if one programmer writes a 5 programs using AI, they can write some 10, 20 programs. So that is the thing. Okay. So the jobs are actually shrinking because of this AI. Yeah. So, yeah, any questions? I mean, from my side, I mean, whatever I want to tell, I told. But if there are some questions, then I'll be happy to answer. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
hello? Yeah. Thank you. I can't hear you. Tubash.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of Thakur Shamnarayan Degree College and the organizing committee and all the participants here today, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence. It's been an honor to have you with us. We hope to welcome you again in the future. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of this event. Thank you, sir.
ये होगा लिया मैंने. Yeah. कितना मिनट हुआ मेरा? कम हुआ क्या? 15 मिनट से.
As we now begin with our technical session, it is my honor to introduce and welcome our session chairperson, Dr. Sweta Ramendra Kumar. Dr. Sweta Ramendra Kumar currently serves as the Vice Principal and the IQSC Coordinator at Niranjana Majithia College of Commerce, Kandivali West. A dedicated faculty member in the field of information technology, she holds a PhD in computer science. She has also earned a Master of Computer Application and a Bachelor of Education from the University of Mumbai, in addition to a diploma in advanced computing from CDAC. With over 20 years of academic experience, Dr. Kumar has taught a diverse range of courses in information technology and computer science. She has contributed extensively to academic research, publishing numerous papers and presenting at various national and international conferences, with 2 patents published, and was awarded by the Star Education Award 2024 in the category of Best Teacher. Dr. Kumar brings to the table a dynamic combination of subject expertise, leadership, and management capabilities. Her optimistic and goal driven approach makes her a distinguished professional in the academic and IT domains. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming. Now, moving on to our presentations, I would like to invite Ms. Kiranmai Mishra ma'am to please present.
Hello, Kiran ma'am. Ma'am, are you there?
Yes, yes. Hello, is it audible?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. I think it is visible. Is it visible? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So myself, Kiranmay Mishra. I am assistant professor in DS Data Science Department, Thakur Swaminarayan College. And my research topic is the impact of Chat GPT on education. Okay. Okay, this paper explored the dual impact of ChatGPT on education, examining both its positive and negative aspects. ChatGPT, it is an open AI and facilitating self-paced learning has proven beneficial for students across various educational levels. However, the tool also presents challenges including concern over the academic integrity, dependency on AI for learning, and potential for misinformation. This paper further discusses ethical implications such as bias in AI algorithm and need for guidelines to ensure equitable use. Review of literature. So I have taken some literature review from the scholarly article, and according to the Holman's 2022, AI-driven platform can offer tailored feedback and scaffold learning experience and provide real-time support adapt to individual student needs. As AI become more proficient in generating human-like content, distinguishing between original student work and AI-assisted output become increasingly difficult. And according to the Lukin, it asks that while AI can augment learning, it should not replace critical thinking, creativity, or human interaction. So when we are using the AI, ChatGPT, but ChatGPT cannot give the critical thinking that critical thinking data, okay, that creativity data that is impossible in ChatGPT. Ethical concerns are central to the discourse on AI in education. One of the most debated issue in algorithmic bias. Whatever we are trained the data, that data only we are getting in ChatGPT. And according to the BINS 2018, other than so that AI system include ChatGPT can reflect, amplify, that is your societal bias present in the training data. Another concern involves the data privacy and surveillance, according to the William and is in 2020. And there are four objectives I have taken here to explore opportunity of ChatGPT to identify challenges, to investigate ethical concern, and to access perception and regularity suggestions. Methodology, I have taken that qualitative exploratory data, exploratory study and data that is I have collected from scholarly article and survey using the Google form, and the questionnaire is the close-ended questionnaires. Sample I have taken 150, 90 student and 60 educator, and I have used the tool that is SPSS. Opportunity, personalized learning support, accessibility for diverse learner, and 24 by 7 learning aid. What are the challenges? Academic integrity concern, risk of over-reliance, misinformation potential. Ethical consideration, algorithm bias, data privacy issue, and lack of guidelines. I have taken four hypotheses according to the objective, and that finding is that the hypothesis 1, usage linked to learning, and the correlation coefficient is 0.61, that is in between -1 to +1. It is moderate. And hypothesis 2, student find it more useful because I have taken the t-test, that is the value is 6.117. It is quite high, so it is more useful for the student. And hypothesis 3, that is educator is more concerned, chi-square test I have taken, and that value is 19.73. And the fourth hypothesis is your ethical awareness, and then the correlation coefficient value is 0.45. It is moderate, and it is the quite ethical awareness. It is required in ChatGPT and discussion, and according to the hypothesis, and that we get that solution. That solution is that student, it is a supportive tool, educator, that is misuse risk, and need for digital literacy. Conclusion, transformative but challenging, balance benefit with safeguard. Future scope, discipline specific research. We can further we can research by using the discipline specific research and cross cultural and regional study. Further, we can research using that, and AI literacy and ethics education, ChatGPT, and we can do the comparative study also using the ChatGPT and other AI tools. And reference I have given that some references also I have given here. And thank you for listening. Hello, hello. Now it is over.
Kiran ma'am, your camera is off. Please turn on the camera.
Yes.
Yes. And what was the conclusion of the paper?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the conclusion of the paper?
Okay. Transformating, but it is challenging balance benefit with safeguard.
Okay. And methodology you have used and the sample?
That is quality sample. I have taken 150 from 90 from the student and 60 from the different scholarity article, and the methodology, that is qualitative exploratory methodology I have taken, and
You have worked on the primary data.
primary data from the student and secondary from the scholarity article.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I'm done.
Okay. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that insightful presentation. Now, moving on to our next presentation, we have Mayuri Nangai, ma'am. Title is AI in Cloud Security. Can AI prevent cyber threats? Mayuri, ma'am, are you there? Now, moving on to our next presentation, let's welcome our next speaker, Elenjoy Mendonca. Title is Latent Space Ethics, Controlling AI Content Generation Before Output.
Hello, I am Alenjo Mendonça, and I will be presenting on the topic Latent Space Ethics, Controlling AI Content Generation Before the Output. I hope this tab is visible to you all.
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. So my topic is basically on the latent space ethics. Latent space is basically the internal representation of the AI model. And what I'm researching is about the controlling AI content generation before the output is generated and delivered to any of the users. So the introduction is like the first part would be latent space as an ethical canvas. So right now the AI model that we are using, the only output that we are getting is that after the content is generated, there is filtering that is taking place. So instead of that, the filtering of the content can be done in the latent space itself, means in the core of the conceptual layer of the AI itself. Second is ethics by design and not afterthought. That how I have said it before, that after the content is generated, then we are applying the filters to it. So instead of that, we can shift the ethical control to the training phase so that it can be ethically aligned by the design, eliminating the need for extensive moderation later. Means the need for post moderation is less. What it helps is that it helps in the creative freedom. The freedom of creation is preserved by the AI model. The originality is preserved. With that, the responsibility and creativity can coexist in generative AI. The fourth one most is the social cultural sensitivity. So right now in today's world, there is more requirement of a social cultural balance, and with the help of the intervention of the latent space and ethical embedding, so we can balance the constraint and adapt to it. The keywords that are available in my research are latent space, ethical AI, content moderation, creative freedom, and AI safety. The first is latent space. So a latent space is a compressed representation of the model has learned. Means the model is learning from pre-existing data. The second is ethical AI, which is referring to the designing and deploying AI systems in ways that align with the moral values of the society. Third is content moderation, in which the monitoring and controlling of the type of content generated is looked upon. Fourth is creative freedom. Creative freedom in AI relates to the liberty that is given to the model in what it can generate and what it cannot. AI safety, it stands with the safe and predictable output that can be generated from it. It also is there to avoid unintended harmful consequences from autonomous behavior of the system. The methodology that I am using over here is latent space manipulation. So latent space manipulation is like a special map of which is inside the AI model. Instead of showing the location, they show us the idea, the pattern the AI has learned. Uh, each point on this map is highlighted with high dimensional vectors, something that the AI understand. And what is good about is that we can move around this space to change the content that AI thinks. Means if we tell it to make the content more happier or make it more realistic, it can make it as we need it. The second is the ethical constraint designs. This is what the rules we'll be providing. So the first would be the hard constraints. It's like the building a wall in between, where we tell the AI that unethical later directions cannot be taken by you. The second would be the soft constraints, in which it's like more like giving a warning to the AI model, and if it's not complying with it, we'll be giving it a penalty through the loss functions. The third would be the evaluation framework. In this, in the first 2 points, I am using the data sets, real toxicity prompts, which is used for analyzing and assessing textual safety. Second would be Fairface and Leon 400M. Leon means large scale AI open network model, which is used for analyzing visual generation fairness. All these data sets are pre given The third would be the perspective API, which is used for scoring the toxicity and identity attack probability. And the fourth would be the crowdsource evaluation, in which the human annotators rate the ethical quality of the outputs. Means we can also give our input to the output that is generated, whether it's ethical or not. So in this way, I can design the workflow of the system, in which the first would be the prompt should be given to the AI. The internal working or the latent space representation is there. In this space, we can change the ethical constraints, means the mathematical functions or the filters. So after that, what we are getting is the modified latent vector in that, which will help in the output generation. So now it depends on us whether we have to apply post light filtering or not. The second result is about the poll that I generated with the help of the perspective API, in which it shows us the diversity, in which the latent space, after the latent space intervention, it was 85%, and before the post output control, it was 65% about the harmful data which was provided by the model. So over here, I have a comparative analysis, in which there are constraint types, the creativity and the safety. Based on the hard constraints, the creativity is reduced, but the safety is very well kept in point. Based on the soft constraints, the creativity is moderate and the safety is as well moderate. In prompt engineering, when the user is giving some prompts to the model, there is a minimal impact to the creativity, and the safety is between low to moderate. And in RLHF, means reinforcement learning with human feedback, the creativity is the same like prompt engineering, minimal impact, but the safety is high. So the conclusion that I am getting from this presentation is that when I am modifying the latent space or the internal representation of the AI during the training phase itself, it offers a proactive and scalable solution to ethical AI content. Ethical reasoning is well maintained and can be embedded into the model architecture. The future direction is that using the explainable AI and cultural data diversity will enhance the trust between the users and the models. And reinforcement learning with the help of trial and error method, it will be helpful for dynamic feedback in the system. So that's it for my presentation.
How do you think this concept can impact the regulations in generative AI?
Right now, in generative AI, there is two things. That first, the output is post filtered, means after it's generated, it is filtered. But with the help of the latent space ethics, the output will be filtered inside the system or inside the AI model itself. So it will not be biased or give a harmful reaction after the output is created or generated.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a valuable contribution to this session. Now, moving on to our next presenter, which is Yash Vishwakarma.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Can you visible my screen?
Yeah. Tuba ma'am, can you share me the serial number also? I've got the list. Just share the serial number also so that I can
Okay,
get
okay,
the details. Okay.
okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. My topic is Internet of Things and Robotics, Snide Energy for Next Generation Automation. My name is Yash Vishwakarma and I am from BSc Computer Science from Thakur College, Thakur Shyamnaran Degree College. Okay. So this is my introduction. Suppose we are wake up at morning and robots can make a coffee for us or tea, or imagine a doctor in London can perform a surgery in Mumbai while with the robotics arms. This is not a science fiction. This is the reality of current generation. IoT connects everything means Internet of Things, which is connect everything through internet. And while if we add robotics in the IoT, we can achieve many things others from the current. For example, if we add robotics to Internet of Things and uh, in the warehouses for there is an example of Amazon where they packaging 20% faster than 20% faster than old way, while in crops 22% is faster than previous version. Keywords: Internet of Robotics Things means if we add robotics in the Internet of Things, we get in IoT. Robotics means robots and which everything which is can be controlled by others things, and automations, edge computing, data processing, robot interaction, cybersecurity, healthcare applications. Review of literature. IoRT brings together the Internet of Things and robotics, causing revolution and next generation automation through many industries. If we There are three studies which shows the IoRTs. For example, Bennett 1993 in their research paper, they research from 1930 to 1955, which on the basis of looms and steam engines. Looms means something which makes saris machines there, and steam engines. This shows that by using IoRT, i- i- engineering seems changing. Ray PP 2016 Internet of Things concept. They are showing that concept and technology, which is and challenges, while which described IRT and robots. And Wehrmanson O. Paris P. 2017 Hyperconnect Society IoRT and Valuable Change Ecosystem Markets Reverse Publishers. The author talks about the IoRT healthcare means if we use IoRT in healthcare, which I talk about previous way. In there, a doctor can perform a surgery from London to Mumbai. Objectives. My objectives is clear very. If we use IoRT, we can use many things. For example, intelligence by utilizing sensors, cloud computing capable are. Study shows that robotic systems work together, improve. If we use robotics and IoT together, we can achieve many improvement, and our efficiency is very wide. IoT is also important for edge computing or cloud computing, which can process faster data. Hypothesis: the Internet of robotics things boosted by 10 to 25% in different industries through real-time data. Means if we adapt IoT, we can achieve 10 to 25% in any other. If we, for example, 20% faster, 20% faster packaging in Amazon's. Cybersecurity is also a very problematic things which can be happen when IoT is evolving. For example, if someone try to hack or do anything which is illegal to IORT, it can be happens. Human robot partnership. If we use humans to train robotics and LLMs, when we can achieve many other things methodology. IEEE Expose and Google Scholar database serve the primary resources that systematic literature. From 2015 to 2025, 30 to 35 studies shows that in case of robotics and Internet of Things, Amazon's use robots in California or Singapore to manage their traffics in their locations. My recommendation: develop standardized protocol to address the issues. Means if we face any problems with IORT, we can develop certain protocols to limit their actions. We can also use the adopt green energy. If we use IORT in solar panels, we can also achieve we can also use the for if we can also get green energy, promote global cooperation among stakeholders. If we get IORT in world level, we can get cooperation of stake at the holders, which can give us more information and improve the technology. Conclusion: the combination of IORT and robotics offers the great potential of in automations transforming, but there are some issues with there is cybersecurity challenges which can also comes with through IORT. And if we humans and robots are shaped to according to futures for their next generations. This is my presentation, ma'am. Thank you.
What is your methodology used?
One second. Me- yeah. Okay. Methodology is my IEEE and Google Cloud database.
That is your data. That is secondary data, no?
Yes, ma'am.
What data you are using for the research?
Uh, the research for my others other research papers, which is already, for example, 2016.
Okay, what are the risk or and privacy and security risk in the case of interconnected IoT devices system?
Ma'am, there is hacking is the primary issues which if someone try to hack or certain devices which is already linked with the warehouses or something robotics, which can cause damages from the companies or industries.
Okay. What are the any giving any applications related to the IoT?
Yes, ma'am. There are many applications. For example, if we use IoT in warehouses for manufacturers and storage devices, or we can use IoT to clean solar panels. If solar panels get dirty, then IoT can examine that things, and it can it can clean itself. And there are many examples for cars.
You are not audible. Okay. Okay, fine. You are not audible.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for that insightful presentation. Next up, we have Mr. Charan Niranjan with the title Home Sense, a secure and scalable IoT home automation solution with energy optimization.
I hope the presentation is visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Thank you. Good morning, esteemed faculty and guests. I am pleased to present our project HomeSense, a secure and scalable IoT home automation solution with energy optimization. This work is a collaborative effort by Assistant Professor Abha Dahote and myself, Niranjan Charan, from the Department of Computer Science at Thakur Shyam Narayan Degree College. Introduction. The primary objective of HomeSense is to leverage Internet of Things to create an intelligent, secure, and energy-efficient home automation system. The system is built on Raspberry Pi, which serves as a low-power, high-performance central controller. The solution integrates ultrasonic sensors to detect motion, a 5-volt relay module for real-time appliance control. A Pi camera is also used here for security. On motion detection, the light gets turned on or off. Images are captured by the camera module and are automatically sent to the user so that there is real so that the user can monitor the who enter in their home. The system aims to reduce electricity wastage, enhance household safety. Literature review. The conceptualization of HomeSense was informed by critical review of prior work. In 2012, Ramley developed a Bluetooth-enabled home automation focused on accessibility for physically challenged individuals. In 2012, Fahim proposed an Android-based activity behavior through a system for tracking and showcasing how smartphone can be instrumental in behavior and analysis. Pushwinder in 2009 focused on implementation of a Zigbee-based wireless home automation system. Research and methodology. It is divided into two parts, hardware component and software component. Let's see the hardware components and what they do. The hardware consists of a Raspberry Pi, which serves as a main control unit, an ultrasonic sensor, which measures the distance and detect motion, a relay module, used for switching of appliances such as lights and fan, camera module, used for capturing image upon detection. The modular setup ensures flexibility, ease of upgrade, and low-cost deployment, makes the system ideal for both residential and institution application. Here is the actual prototype. Let's see a video for a better understanding. Here, as you can see from the video, we can control all the home appliances via mobile through a web-based interface. Not only that, here the ultrasonic sensor measures the distance and which triggers the camera to capture the images and which is sent to a telegram bot through a user. Here, all the images are sent to the user. Not only that, the ultrasonic sensor also used for electric appliances to turn on the lights. Let's head back to our presentation. Now let's see software tools and technologies. In the software framework, it integrates several technologies to ensure robust functionality. Python Flask framework serves as a backend, managing API request and device logic. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used to provide an interface, a responsive front end to end interaction. Ngrok, it is used as a tunnel, the Flask server securely over HTTPS, facilitating remote access. Telegram bot API is also used, which enables real-time push notification, image transmission, and many more. This architecture prioritizes accessibility, user security, and platform independence. All communication are password protected here. Design and testing methodology. The process of structuring is divided into the process is a structured and divided into three phases. Design phase, which includes the architecture planning, hardware selection. The second is implementation. The second is implementation phase, where development is done for a web-based UI, sensor integration, monitoring the sensor's data and adjusting it. Last, testing phase, which include unit testing, like testing each component so that it can work properly, integration testing, and security testing. To conclude, HomeSense demonstrate how a cost-efficient IoT's ecosystem can merge home automation with energy optimization and user safety. Its modular system. It is a modular design and ensure and secure remote features makes it powerful tool for modern smart homes. Thank you for your attention. Now I invite any question or feedback.
Niranjan, this is a hardware project?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, energy optimization technique used is proactive or reactive or predictive?
Proactive.
Proactive. Okay. And in case of home sense secure, ensure that data security when there is a multi-user, data
Yes, ma'am.
authentication for multi-user
Yes.
IoT.
Yes. For multiple user, you have to first log in. This prevents unauthorized access also, and also those data is kept private so that it is
Okay.
not easily penetrable. I mean, it is not easily hackable.
Okay. And you have collected data, any data you have collected, secondary data, or directly you have done the project only?
Project only.
Fine. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge through your presentation. Really appreciated the way you explained everything. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Sanjay Kumar, who will be presenting Quantum versus Classical Computing, a comparative analysis optimizing AI powered. Sanjay sir. Sanjay sir, you can proceed.
Hi, good morning, ma'am, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am, given such a nice opportunity to speak. Yeah. Now, I'm going to present. My topic is like computing, uh, quantum computing, and classical computing. It's like comparative analysis between both. So talking about just normal about quantum computing, and before that, I want to explain the basic computing, how they are working. And as we know that they are mostly working on based on our uh, 0 and a 1. We call like binary language. It means the basic computer only understand the binary language, 0 and a 1. An example, like suppose we are typing anything in English language, that language convert to a 1 0 format, and then again convert to human readable forms. So this is like our normal computer we are using as usual in daily life. But talking about this quantum computing, so this is like they are example of suppose I'm taking one example of coin. When we tossing the coin, then we have two possibilities, maybe a head, maybe a tail. But between that, like suppose we toss the any coin, in that time, in particular time, they are neither in head, in neither in we can say tail. That position we call superpositions. The same like quantum computing working in particular that positions that we call like qubit. So what is the advantage of that? Because of this, we can get a multiple solution or parallel many solutions that not being like normal our basic computer, classic computer. The this is that, and now I'm talking about another talking about like keywords. So I using quantum computing, classical computing, qubits, superpositions, like I told, between an head tail, that called superpositions. And when we adding a two qubit, that help of the entanglement. And now talking about another review of literature, like very famous algorithm like Shor algorithm. So with the help of quantum computing, they cracked this algorithm very easy way, and even Escher algorithm. So that's why quantum computing is more powerful and objective of component computer. Like this is compared to both, like this is a more far a bit better. They have capacity to uh, like larger data can solve. They have resolved in very complex structure, a complex query they can solve very easy way. And they have also some
Sir, so we are not able to see the presentation.
okay, you're not
We
able
have
to see.
slides.
Wait a minute.
Google Meet. कैमरा ऑन है.
Just one second. Now visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
pardon, ma'am. Yeah, pardon, ma'am. Sorry for that.
So,
Okay. So shall I explain once again? Yeah, continue.
No, sir, go ahead. Go ahead. No problem.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Yeah, now talking about like research and methodology, I just read some journals and research papers and case study. And talking about like recommendations, it's like we know that quantum computing is totally it's a very new concept. That's why it required a huge investment for research. And in our country, we are still far away from this. We are not doing that much investment on quantum computing. Like talking about like USA, China, they are more investing money on this, and they already IBM are doing practically performing on quantum computing. They are also able to solve crack the some algorithms, and in banking sector already somewhere using to more secure way to make a security enhance their security and this also helped to promote hybrid computing systems in real world application like develop educational resources to build the quantum computing and really this will I feel if we work then government and industry sector they can both fund the required to a quantum computing because it's a very costly to manage and uh, uh, for we know that quantum computing at least we have to require the environment like minus 0 degree Celsius to manage that and talking about conclusions like while classical computing remain one's foundation to today, means classical computing have a relevance. They are not replacing by quantum computing. I want to clear. But quantum computing have their own purpose, like they use in medical and like climate. They can give exact data of climate, talking about like very serious diseases like cancer. Some scientists said that, engineers said that quantum computing helped to find out the exact solutions in medical field and talking about other like climate changes and it's a very future very important for futures and also help in AI cryptography and giving a protect security making more secure to our banking sector and important organizations like government sectors protecting the civil data. Thank you, ma'am. You have any query? Question?
Sanjay sir, what is the practical limitations of current quantum hardware when applied to AI?
Yeah, ma'am. So talking about hardware, so it's a totally qubit based. So we are not aware and really difficult to maintain that is infrastructures because it's a required that kind of resource and investment. It's a huge investment. I told it's a like normal public can't do currently because they can't afford it. But they are only on big organization or any country or any government. They are only doing this field, quantum computing. And yeah, and like I example I told in IBM, they are already done some research, and they say it's a more faster than our classical computer. Suppose our classical computing, if any data, they are analysis in 1 day, they can means quantum can they do one hours. This much difference.
Okay. And what methodology, whatever data you have used?
Talking about data view, like I have researched some like already having available some research papers or some talking about some article and also watch some lecture. Who even IBM one of the engineers, I watched that lecture to collect all information.
Regarding to research methodology, what you have done?
Yeah, sir, come again, ma'am. Pardon.
Research methodology.
Yeah, talking about research methodologies, normally I just using journals, so journal publications and other reading other books regarding to this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, moving on to our next presentation, let's welcome our next speaker, Ms. Steffi Thomas, who will be presenting on physics based modeling in digital twins, applications, challenges, and future prospects. Steffi, ma'am. Just a brief moment while we get the next presentation ready. Moving on with Mr. Aniket Bogum, sir.
Hello.
Okay. Steffi ma'am is joined.
Join. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Okay. Is my slide visible?
Yes, it's
Hello.
visible.
Okay. So I'll start with my presentation.
Yes,
Myself,
sir.
Steffi Thomas. I've done my master's in physics and currently working in Thakur Shamner Degree College. Okay, so basically my research topic, what I've taken is something called as a digital twin. So digital twin, matlab basically it's like a system which is going to resemble the real world. Or I can say that we're basically creating a virtual system which is actually going to resemble some physical system. Now, since it is a virtual system, obviously it is going to take the data from the various sensors. Okay, so we will be requiring data. So data we will be taking sensors. So mainly my focus of the paper is emphasis using physics-based models. The system is going to work on various physics-based models, something called as Newton's laws, thermodynamics, and all that. Okay, to for improving accuracy and understanding. And if I consider my models, that is all that your physics-based models is more advantage or having more better advantages compared to that of data-driven models. Because data-driven models, whatever we use normally, is based only on data analytics, whereas physics-based models is actually working on various scientific applications, and it will give you more accuracy in any final conclusion of any data. And applications highlighted is basically we can use in manufacturing or else in energy systems, education sector and all that. So introduction is basically it's a replica of a physical system which is going to get updated constantly with real-time data. Real-time data basically it is going to take the data from the various sensors. Purpose is to monitor, simulate, and optimize the system performance throughout its cycle. The core idea, as I told you, it is basically based on physical laws. Like one example I gave you about Newton's laws or thermodynamics and all that. Now, how this entire system is working? It is working on various mathematical equations to predict the system behavior. Mathematical equations, whatever we are going to be using, that I will discuss in the next part. That is the research methodology section. Advantages, obviously, it is more advantageous, useful compared to that of data driven. And key benefits is high accuracy, transparency, and reliability. Outcomes, it is going to be enhanced design. And one more thing is outcome is if you are basically studying any model, any digital twin model, you can do modifications. You can enhance the design based on whatever outcomes you're getting, and predictive maintenance, risk management, and all. So why we are basically using this particular system is sometimes it is not possible to be physically present, and if you want to do the data collection, then we can use this particular system because it is going to exactly replicate the real-time system. And again, problem fixation can be done because if you are going to use the actual hardware to do any operations or any process, sometimes it is going to create troubles because hardware has its own drawbacks and everything. So you can study the entire working of that particular system on a digital twin, which will exactly replicate the real system. And then we can rectify the various issues, what can come. So basically, you can do problem fixation earlier. And again, you can do better modifications and everything, depending on the requirements. So objectives are basically the structure and working, then real-time applications is there, as I've told you, in industries and education sectors, and identify the challenges in developing and deploying the systems. And second thing is highlight this future various modification what we can do. You can modify or we can combine this particular systems, this physics models with AI. So it is going to be more smart. Okay. Next one is keywords which I've used of this particular research paper will be digital twin physics modeling, simulation, real time, virtual learning, industry 4.0. So that's basically keywords that I've used specifically in the paper. Now, research methodology, this entire topic is non-experimental research. It is basically a qualitative research. So whatever data I'm getting, basically the secondary data, I don't have a primary data collection. Whatever is pre-existing, using that data, I have basically created this entire paper. So it is going to focus on physics. That is basically my focus is to compare physics-based digital twins. Whatever is the physics-based digital twins, I'm comparing with something called as your data-driven twins. Okay? And we are checking which is best or which is better based on the application strengths, weaknesses, and future directions. And application, now basically it is working on different principles. Like one is my research methodology includes something called as application evaluation. Application evaluation means whatever is the real-time uses or real-time already systems available, we'll do the study and research on that and we try to get the data. That is the real-world examples. And where we can use the system in manufacturing industries or in energy or wherever you have education sector, because nowadays everything is something called as virtual learning. So there also we can do this particular process. Then we have model comparison. In model comparison, we have something called as physics-driven models and data-driven models. So if you compare, basically we can do a comparative study between the accuracy. Accuracy means which is better. Scalability means what modifications you can do in that entire systems. And flexibility means what changes you can do, because you can actually create a basic system into a complex system. So it should be scalable. Because what systems we create is basically for the micro level, but that system should be modified. So scalability should be there. So all these features we can do in the research methodology section. And last one is thematic synthesis. Thematic synthesis means basically we'll verify various trends, common trends which is there currently in the market. According to that trends, we'll understand the gaps and what modifications we can do in a system. That is a thematic synthesis. Study areas we have three sectors, that is manufacturing sector, energy sector, and education sector. Manufacturing sector, basically we are talking about how we are monitoring predictive maintenance, process optimization. Tools we are going to use, normally in manufacturing sector, two types of tools we can use for this entire research process. One is your FEA, finite element analysis, and finite element analysis, basically what we are doing is we are going to study a small system, and a small system will be basically subjected to various pressure or external conditions, and whatever outcome we're getting on that small system, that is going to be basically we're going to replicate it to the entire bigger system. So that is called as finite element analysis, where you're going to take a smaller system and analyze it and try to get a broader understanding of a larger system. Then we have CFD, that is computational fluid dynamics, where we're going to study the interaction of fluid and surface, and whatever results or outcomes we're getting, that we're going to be analyzing using your CFD, that is computational fluid dynamics. And outcomes what we got is basically in manufacturing sector, when we do all this analysis, the usage or basically 15% reduction in downtime. Downtime मतलब जो भी machine का जो भी usage होता है, downtime reduction is basically better. Next one is energy sector. Energy sector में we can use something called as thermodynamics and fluid simulation, that is in turbines and grids. Tools, again we use something called as thermodynamic models and anomaly detection. Outcomes, again you get better efficiency if you're using a digital twin and doing any process compared to the real system. Efficiency, cost and everything is overall better. And in energy sector, basically I told you in energy sector we can use something called as, we can set up virtual labs. So there are many things which you cannot do on the actual hardware system. So students should know, or students should get a hands on everything, so that they can do using a virtual lab. Using a virtual lab, you can learn, teach many concepts. So basically, we can make a virtual system which will resemble like that actual lab and everything, and then they can do all the study or analysis. So उसमें basically what we are getting is students को जो interest होता है again better होता है, because they can actually get hands on all that things. So when they do practically the things, they will get a better knowledge, and understanding will be always better, because theoretical knowledge, if we compare, practical knowledge is always better in any sector. So that's why in education sector also we can use all these factors. So this is the overall thing. And data collection methods, since it is a secondary data collection, literature review I had done. Then we had something called as industrial. Basically, we study different use cases. Like you have different research papers and everything. We can analyze those papers and we can get the overall data collections. And analysis, final analysis can be done using qualitative, thematic analysis, and the last one is comparative study. Comparative study means basically we are doing a comparative study between the physics-based models, which is basically working on the various scientific principles, and the other one is going to be your normal data-driven models, which is basically working on only data collection. Now, final conclusion of the entire thing, what I've got is physics-based models or digital twins are highly accurate and reliable in current scenario. And second thing is it uses real powerful computing source. So obviously, you are doing something multiple equations, mathematical equations and scientific equations वगैरह use करके हम लोग को चीजों को study करना है. So obviously, the computer system should be most advanced. But still, overall, if you consider, it is going to reduce the downtime of any machinery or anything. So basically, even powerful computing resources can be used. So there is no issue in that. And then data-driven models are faster and scalable. Obviously, they are going to use only the data concept. But then limitations is data-driven models are not smarter. They don't understand the concept of physics or anything. So obviously, they will not give you that efficiency that a physics-based digital twin gives. And hybrid models in future, you can combine this physics-based models with data-driven models, and you can make a better version, which is going to be more smarter. And again, if you want, you can combine AI and all that to these systems, so which can take or which can understand factors by itself and do things accordingly. So this is the overall presentation on this topic. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Any queries?
What are the computational integration challenges involved in the real-time physics simulation?
Real time is something like basically this is going to work on sensor data. So basically we're going to do sensor collection data come from the sensors and everything. But then the issue is, हो सकता है कि if the sensors are failed, the sensors are not working, then whatever data you're going to get, it's not going to be accurate. So it is going to affect the entire system because it's not a real system. So we'll not understand whether that data that we're getting from the sensors is it proper or not. We're just relying totally on that external circuit and everything. So there can be possibility. There can be challenges that can be that can occur in the future, but still we can rectify it.
Okay, and methodology you have used secondary data, no?
Secondary data, it's not primary data, it's basically secondary data because we are actually collecting a data which is already existing from a system and we are taking that data to analyze all this. So it's basically secondary analysis. It's not primary.
Which model you have taken? For example, for a study, any live real model, real use case model?
Currently, I have not taken a real model to study, but in future I can use a model and then I can do the analysis on that. to get the proper understanding.
Thank you, Steffi.
Shall I
Okay,
leave?
thanks. Yeah, thanks, Steffi.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, you're done.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that insightful presentation. Now, moving on to our next presentation, let's welcome Mr. Aniket Bogam, who will be presenting blockchain for AI model verification, ensuring transparency in AI training data.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, I will share my screen. Can you acknowledge if the screen is visible? Hello.
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So the topic for this research paper is the blockchain for transparent and ethical AI training. In this era where AI systems are increasingly integrating in critical sections, the transparency and trustworthiness of the AI models are very important. So sometimes this presentation explores the innovation application of the blockchain technology to enhance the integrity in AI training datasets by leveraging the advantages of blockchain like immutability and the validity of the data which is stored in the blockchain. Uh, Next slide. For abstract AI system effectiveness hinges on the transparency and quality of the training data. So the output of the AI system is completely dependent upon the training data which has been used to train the models. So these development are currently lacks the robust mechanism to verify the data and the quality of the data which has been given to train the AI model. This research proposes a blockchain use to validate these training datasets and to ensure the transparency and ethnicity of the data which is being used to train the data. We can use smart contracts and zero knowledge proofs (ZKP) to validate the data and also automate the validation of the data using blockchain. The keywords, these are the keywords which are used in this research paper. Blockchain, firstly, a decentralized ledger for securing for a secure data management, and AI verification ensuring accuracy and reliability, and data transparency, and smart contracts for automation of the validation. Literature, these are the papers which I have referred, and Gebru L 2021 highlighted the lack of transparency in AI datasets and proposed data sheets in datasets. Saikni proposed a blockchain for secure and private data management, demonstrating its relevance for trust in data systems. Wang investigated that smart contracts in blockchain to automate the data integrity verification process. Objective of the research goals are to enhance the transparency of the AI model and prevent data tampering. Also automate the process of validating the data and enhance the ethical standards of the AI model. Hypothesis. Integrating blockchain technology into AI training process can significantly improve data transparency, traceability, and trustworthiness, leading to more reliable and ethical AI models. This hypothesis guides a study and suggests blockchain can address critical issues in AI data management. It highlights the potential for blockchains and more reliable AI systems. In the methodology, firstly, we have designed a conceptual framework development, and the tools which are used are blockchain, smart contracts, and ZKPs to automatically validate the data, and I have done a literature review for all the papers which have been published under this topic, and after to evaluate, I've done a theoretical evaluation and simulation of the whole research. These are the recommendations for implementing blockchain in AI. Firstly, we have to mandate the data logging into the blockchain so that each and every data which has been provided to the model for training has been logged and has made an recorded. Like this data has been used to train the model. We can encourage use of smart contracts to automatically compliance the quality of the data, and we can also adopt privacy technologies like ZKPs to integrate the sensitive data and validate the sensitive data without revealing what the actual data is. Ultimately, this all process will improve the ethical standards of the AI model and AI data. Conclusion. Towards the blockchain offers a viable solution for ensuring transparency and traceability of AI model. The immutable nature of blockchain combined with smart contracts and privacy preserving tools like ZKPs help create trustworthy environment and AI development. This can ensure reduced bias and ensure ethical compliances and increase trust in AI-driven decisions. Hello, that's it. Thank you. Any questions?
Aniket, can you differentiate between data blockchain and in there is traditional data logging?
In traditional data logging, what the AI model is being trained upon is actually they actually prioritize the volume of data which the AI model is being trained upon. So they don't actually think about the quality of the data. So here in this presentation, I'm actually proposing a system where the data will be stored into a blockchain, and through all the consensus algorithm will be used to get all the consensus of the members in the blockchain, and then after that, after ensuring the quality of the data, then the data is being used to train the AI model. So this will actually improve the bias of the AI model.
Okay. And what are the privacy concerns using blockchain in a large project AI system?
Privacy concerns because
They're using large
there
AI
are
systems.
because all the people in the network in the blockchain will have where will have the data which is being used to, like, they have to give their consensus to approve the data. So that's
Okay. And what methodology have used, say, primary or secondary?
second data.
Secondary data. What are the sources?
Sources, I have used some papers.
Okay,
This.
fine. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that excellent presentation. Moving on to next, we have Mr. Vikas Dubey, who will be presenting on website load time and its effect on user retention, a beginner's perspective. Vikas, sir, you can proceed.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am, and everyone present here. My topic is website retention and its effect on user. And as let me share the screen. Okay. My topic is website load time and its effect on user retention. Hello, myself Vikas Dubey. I am working as an assistant professor in Department of Information Technology in Thakur Degree College. And here's the outline. First, we will go through introduction, then review of literature, then objectives, then hypothesis, then conclusion, and after that, we will look into references. Let's go for introduction. See, it's like that in today's era, we have seen that with the high speed internet, users retention time, that is perspective time, and their intensity has been decreased a lot, and they can't even wait for a few seconds to just for the purpose like a website will load fully or not. And website as a brand face means that the if a particular website does not load or does not have its perfect animation delivered to the users, users will just lose interest in that particular website, and they will go to another website. So it will be very hard for companies to win in this competitive market. They will have to understand the load time. What is load time? Like how much time our website will take to load everything, like for animations and all the things that is there in their code. And since the websites are the front face in the online marketing that a particular company can express to their users, it is very crucial for beginners and as well as small enterprises. If I want to develop a company and I want to have a company, I have to first make a website if I want to be in a digital era, and I need to be expert on that particular thing. Let's suppose I am making a game. If I am making a game and a user who is visiting my website and is unable to see the animations and the screenshots of that gameplay playable in my website, he or she will definitely lose interest, like the website is buffering or the animation is not loading properly. And in this today's era, a website creator does not only do the creation of like a simple text and very bad formatting. We always add a 3D effects. We always add something like a CSS margining point and most of the thing. So in this paper, in this my research paper, I have mainly focused on many the things like, for example, website load speed and its effect on user retention and how to counter that. So let's move forward. Next, review of literature. In this page, I have said that user patience has limits. Just like I had told previously, user can't even wait more than 3 seconds to load. It was published in the
Yeah, please
2016 Google
turn on
report.
your camera. Hello,
Like over
Vikas.
half of the mobile user abandon website that take more than 3 seconds. Means if the particular website takes more than 3 seconds, the user will just switch to another website. And also speed impacts revenue. Amazon has a very high qualified study that a single delay in their page loading time has costed them like about 1.6 billion in annual sales. That's a huge numbers. And then usability experts agree. Many of the web designers like Jacob Nielsen and Steve Crook have long emphasized. Matlab, they had early in the early stages has told that speed and usability is the backbone of effective website. Now, for the novice student often lacks the research has been done by Makar and Patel. They had found that a website beginner will build the website in such a platform like WordPress and Wix, and a third-party website like this will often suffer from bloated code because they have their own code and they are very bulky in nature, and the response type of server because of this bulky code will suffer. The packets will it's very hard for packets to go from one place to another because they are very large in size. Then speed affects trust also. Means if user is going visiting a website and the website loaded uh, directly, means the moment a user click on that particular link, the website loaded directly, then user will be able to go into advanced. Otherwise, he will lose interest. In today's era, because of some social networking sites, the patience of a user is even decreasing more than anything. We are not even watching 2 hours or 1 hour lectures properly. We are just used to have a 10 seconds of retention spam. So if website takes more time, any user will lose interest. Now let's go for the objectives. uh, Objectives are like study like we can do also study the impact of website speed and on user behavior. I had done that. Like I can do like how loading time affects whether user stay, leave or return. It has been done. Then after which I can also serve the user reports, surveys and case study to show how speed shapes user experience. And in today's era, speed because if currently we have a 5G in each and every device now has a 5G speeds. So if our website will load, even in this 5G era, if our website is loading very slow, the user will think that the maker of this particular website has not made this particular thing very easy, and it is not be able to give user the proper experience that a particular user wants. Then a common causes of a slow website is nothing but bulky themes. We are using animations, we are using themes, we are not using a proper website for a hosting. We don't even have our own NAS server, and a plugin overload is also the cause. Then what is the solution? Solution is a simple fixes. For example, if we are providing any image, we can compress that image and then give it to the server so that and then when we store an image, we can compress it and then store it so that the size reduces. And when we again download that particular image to show it in a website, we can decompress it, and so the quality won't get lost. And one more thing, that we can build a website that can easily be stored in the form of cache many of the data in the user's PC itself, so that user can anytime see it. And since it is a cache, it will be stored in the CPU itself, thus getting time to take the data from cache memory and then show it on a display. Also, we can also encourage all the new developers to value speed as much as design. Currently, all of the website market is focusing on design. We are going from 2D to 3D models and live websites, but we are not even valuing that much speed. But speed also gives us the a very good amount of trafficking. I had concluded two hypotheses in my research paper. First one is null hypothesis, in which I have assumed that website load time has no significant effect on whether user stays or leave. Means uh, whether users stay on the particular website or leaves it, it does not affected by the website load time, like how much website is taking the time for the loading. And then alternative hypothesis is that faster loading website keep user engaged. Matlab the means I had done the opposite of the null hypothesis here. If the website is loading faster or very faster, then it users will keep engaging on that website, and the traffic will increase, thus increasing the profit of the particular company. And similarly, as we have seen previously, just like how faster loading website keep user engaged, similarly slower ones will increase bounce rate and reduce interaction. Means if the website loading time is very slow, it will decrease the user engagement. Now let's come to the conclusion. We have concluded all of seeing all of the researches and everything, that website speeds directly affects the user retention, just like I told you previously many times. And also beginners often overlook performance. Means if you are a new developer, we always try to make or imitate some fancy website, and we add many of the animations so that user will engage, but it does not mean that user will engage in a particular website just because of its animation, and just because how much a unique idea is. The time and the retention of a user and the performance of our website also matters, because in the first place, everything is website has been built because of only one purpose: to keep interacting the user so that they can purchase, order, or keep making profit from the website for the company. uh, Thus, we had also seen that a faster website builds trust and drive engagement. There are many websites like Amazon, Flipkart, which are fast, which are literally fast. You click on a particular element, and it will directly load the entire page. Like if I want to buy a charger, the moment I search on a charger on a web page, it will definitely show many results in just less than of seconds. And because of this faster website, I can feel connected to that particular website, and I can order many things there. Also, we had seen earlier that a very simple fixes like image compression, video compression, and many of the storing the frequently things in the cache itself in a particular CPU also can make a big difference. Also, the most important thing in my research paper is that I have concluded is that speed is no longer optional; it's essential. As the bit rate of the website trafficking is increasing, that means speed is no longer optional for us; it's essential. Okay. Now let's come to references. Here are my references. I had seen the paper like Google in 2018, like how find out how title, find out how you stack up to a new industry benchmarks for mobile page speed. Also, I have also referred Krug's 2014 paper, Don't Make Me Think, a common sense approaches to web usability, and many other like Michael P. and Patel B 2021. I had mentioned some of them very earlier, like for performance optimization, similar with the practice of simplicity, New Riders Publishing, written by Nielsen J in 2000, and many more others. I'm concluding my presentation here. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you.
What type of research methodology you have used, Mr.
Hello,
Vikas?
ma'am, you are not audible.
What type of research methodology
Hello,
you have
Shweta, ma'am.
used?
Hello,
Yes. Hello. Am I audible? Shubha ma'am?
hello, ma'am. I'm not able to listen to you.
Hello. Madam, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You are audible now.
Yes. What are the research methodology you have used?
Sorry,
Research
ma'am.
methodology. Research
Can you,
methodology.
ma'am? I don't have any idea about research methodology, as this was my first paper, so I haven't used any.
Okay, fine.
Sorry for that.
Okay. Fine, ठीक है. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, any feedback you want to give me?
You should have research methodology. You should have some case study, what you have studied, and then the research, like live examples you should have in the papers. Besides that, the data collection should be from proper collection should be there. Data collection in the research papers.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. I will definitely do it next time. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that insightful presentation. Now, moving on to our next presentation, we have Ayush Acharekar. Sir, please proceed.
Hi. Hello. I'm audible.
Yes, audible, but some voices are there.
Yeah, I'm actually in an office environment. Is that fine?
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Yeah, okay. Let me start. So my topic for our research paper is AI's revolution in healthcare. My screen is visible, right?
Sir,
Hello?
please turn on the camera.
Yeah, sorry. Hi. Is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So the topic is AI's revolution in healthcare. As we know that AI is rapidly transforming healthcare, it is also enhancing medical diagnosis. This leads to improved precision and efficiency. Uh, First is diagnostic imaging. As per the sources that I've gathered, in that it's it's saying that 50 FDA approved algorithms are aiding doctors currently. So we can also imagine the future it can uphold. It reduces human error by 40 to 50%, as we are totally based on. Hello. Uh, Let me continue. So it reduces human error by 40 to 50%, as we heavily rely on AI algorithms for that. And advanced analysis. It enables advanced image analysis for cancer, stroke, or various other diseases. Uh, yeah. So we'll get into cancer detection first. Uh, if we compare it to
Excuse me, sir. Sorry for the interruption, but there's a lots of noise in your background. Kindly please, because of that, you're not audible properly.
I can't really shift my position right now. Is there like a noise suppression setting in this? Is it fine now? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, let me continue. Yeah. So we'll get into the cancer detection treatment. As we don't rely on human doctors that much, AI algorithms can parallelly help humans with early detection according to the algorithm rates. It specializes in algorithms like mammography and CT scans, and hence, since we are what we can say, since we are operating the diagnostic rate, it also increases the accuracy of the cancer detection. Uh, in drug discovery and development is the same thing. We see that accelerated process, it reduces cost also because it's a one-time process. Once we develop the algorithm, it can help sustain the medicine and all. Yeah, it can accelerate the development process up to 50%. This also enables personalized medicine approaches. Yeah, the big part about this AI algorithm is prediction. Uh, it can detect cancer like before before actually getting it. Like it will test one person for any tumor located in. It will scan the whole body. It can predict the accuracy. Currently, the accuracy is not that much, like up to 70%, but it will improve in the future. It can help in real-time monitoring and personalized plans. Uh, so, what are the challenges? There, of course, hence we are using AI in this. There will be algorithmic bias in that. There will be data diversity, of course, and we can discuss about the patient privacy as well, like personally asking the patient if they want to uh, give their personal information to us to improve the algorithm. So what's the future? Yeah, it has the potential to transform global healthcare delivery. It will increasingly integrate into clinical workflows. Mm, yeah, we can collaborate on this, like discuss the clinical workflows, global transformation. Uh, in I can conclude, like it can enhance expertise. It can really help human doctors by working parallelly with them, like running the algorithm parallelly in the background. Of course, we cannot heavily rely on this. We still need a specialized doctor for that to make decision. Uh, and finally, data-driven medicine. All the data that we have collected, we can make a decision on that. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you. Hello.
What are your research methodology? What was your objective?
So my research methodology is like I have gone through all the TED Talks and the sources of the previous.
So what methodology you have used for the research?
I haven't used a specific methodology for that. I've relied on TED Talks, like specialized doctors talking about AI stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the limitations you find in using AI in clinical decision making?
As I mentioned earlier, we cannot heavily rely on this AI algorithms as they cannot be 100% accurate. We have to still rely on human doctors for that, specialized human doctors.
Then what does the your research come to conclusion?
We can accelerate the process of this decision making by parallelly including AI algorithms in that.
What was your objective of the research?
What was the
objective of the research?
Objective is that to help the human doctors in decision making.
That's all.
Yeah, that's my focus for this research paper.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presentation.
Thank you.
Now, moving on to our next presentation, we have Ms. Prachi Magar, who will be presenting on the mathematical modeling and its application in aeronautical engineering, enhancing aircraft design, performance, and flight safety.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, so good afternoon, one and all. Let just allow me to share my screen. Screen share. Entire screen, entire screen, entire screen, entire screen. नहीं हो रहा है. Hello, is my PPT visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, so thank you for giving me this opportunity to present in this conference. So myself, Prachi Magar, I've done my bachelor's in aeronautical engineering, associate member of the Aeronautical Society of India. Currently, I'm working as an assistant professor in the Department of BSc Aeronautics at Thakur Shamnaran Degree College. So coming to my research topic, as you can see, it's mathematical modeling and its application in aeronautical engineering. So topic of my research paper is basically the application of mathematical modeling for enhancing aircraft design, performance and flight safety. So the abstract of this research paper is, this research explores the critical role of mathematical modeling in the field of aeronautical engineering, emphasizing its impact on enhancing aircraft design, performance analysis and flight safety. Mathematical models serves as a powerful tool.
1 minute.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
presentation is showing the Google Meet only. Link for
Okay,
Google Meet.
fine. I will share it again. 1 minute. Now is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay, make it full screen. Just let me know if my slides are moving to next. Now you can see the the initial slide.
Yes, yes, ma'am, you can proceed.
So are you able to see the next slide now? Is the slide changing? Hello?
Yes.
Is the slide changing? Can you see my second slide now of the abstract?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, as I was saying, this research explores the critical role of mathematical modeling in the field of aeronautical engineering, emphasizing its impact on enhancing aircraft design, performance analysis, and flight safety. So, mathematical models serve as powerful tools for simulating aerodynamic behaviors, structural responses, propulsion systems, control dynamics under various operational conditions. By integrating advanced computational techniques and real-world data, engineers can optimize design parameters, predict system performance, and mitigate potential risks before physical testing. This study highlights key modeling approaches such as computational fluid dynamics, finite element analysis, and flight dynamic simulations, showcasing their application in real-world aeronautical scenarios. Ultimately, the research underlines how mathematical modeling not only accelerates innovation but also ensures reliability, efficiency, and safety in modern aircraft systems. Oh, okay. So, the background of this is the aeronautical engineering deals with the design, development, and performance optimization of aircraft and aerospace systems. The increasing complexity of modern aircraft requires precise analysis and prediction methods to ensure safety, efficiency, and cost effectiveness. Mathematical modeling provides a foundational framework to simulate physical phenomena such as aerodynamics, structural behavior, propulsion systems, flight control dynamics. Traditional design and testing methods are time consuming, resource intensive, and mathematical models reduce dependency on physical prototypes by enabling virtual simulations. With the integration of computational tools, example CFD, FEA, engineers can analyze and refine aircraft systems with high accuracy during early stages of design. Now, the research methodology which I have used is the involves a combination of literature review, analytical modeling, and case study analysis to comprehensively explore the application of mathematical modeling in aeronautical engineering. The objective was to gather the existing knowledge and research on mathematical modeling techniques and their application in aircraft design and performance. Sources which I have used is peer-reviewed journals, academic books, technical papers, aerospace industry white papers, and publications from NASA, FAA, and aerospace companies such as Boeing Airbus. The scope covers areas such as computational fluid dynamics, finite element analysis, and control system design and structural modeling. So now, moving to this, why we need the mathematical modeling? First, I'm taking the example of the wind tunnel testing. Now, what is the wind tunnel? A wind tunnel is a very big facility. So we don't have much wind tunnels in India also. There are very particular wind tunnels. So if you have to test an aircraft in the wind tunnel, the physical aircraft models are built and tested in wind tunnels to analyze basically the aerodynamic properties. Aerodynamic properties help us to calculate the lift and drag and hence the aerodynamic behavior of that particular aircraft, and after that only we can design the wing and then the full aircraft. So it is very time consuming, requires precision model fabrication and multiple iterations. It is very costly, high operational and maintenance cost. Now to give you the feel, this is the exact photo of the wind tunnel. As you can see the size of the human beings compared to the wind tunnel, how big it is. So it is a quite a feasibility is the issue in this wind tunnel testing also. So here we can use the mathematical modeling to overcome this wind tunnel testing directly.
Thank you,
Physically.
ma'am. Move to the next slide.
Yeah.
It is
So
showing abstract only.
okay, I'm already changing my slides. Are you not able to see?
No, we are stuck to the abstract only.
Yes, up to the extract only fine. 1 minute.
And now it has changed.
Now it has changed.
Yes. Now it is not, I'm not able to see. Yeah.
I guess then it might be some network issue if you are not able to see.
Now it's visible. Okay.
Now it's visible. Now, should I make it full screen or should I proceed with
No,
this
no, you
only?
continue. Proceed with it.
I will continue then like this. Okay, so now are you able to see the photo of a wind tunnel which I am sharing it on the screen?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
able to see the photo? So yeah.
Yes.
So by this photo, I really wanted you to picturize that how difficult is the actual wind testing. You can see the size and hence the feasibility of the actual wind testing. So by using of the mathematical models, this can be like this step can be avoided, or like where we are not able to use the wind tunnel, we can go for this. Now, the need of mathematical model example 2 is full scale prototyping. What exactly is done? Any aircraft is designed from the paper. It is not directly go to the factory for the production. Like we don't go for the like multiple production of a many number of the aircraft. First we have to make a full scale prototype, then that prototype is then actually flown, and then so mathematical modeling was widely adopted by engineers build full or partial aircraft prototypes for performance evaluation. It is also a time delay full scale prototyping. Designing and manufacturing each prototype could take months or years. It is expensive, materials, labor, and testing facilities significantly increase development cost. Now to show you the example, now can you see this aircraft?
Yes.
Okay, so these are blended body aircraft. This is a feature aspect of aircraft design. This aircraft is basically meant to reduce the drag and hence so increase the fuel efficiency. So as you can see, this aircraft can be like this design was not directly this prototype was built. First, the mathematical modeling was done, the analysis was done, then only there. If without mathematical modeling, if I would have gone for this direct design, so it would have caused that it wouldn't have worked. So all my efforts and it would have got wasted efforts and resources. So this is the one example. Now the third example is flight testing. So what is flight testing is real aircraft undergo multiple stages of test flights to evaluate safety, handling and performance. It is risky, involves potential hazards for test pilots and expensive equipment. logistically complex, requires extensive scheduling, compliance with regulations, and favorable weather conditions. So now what is this flight testing? Any aircraft before flying has to earn its fit to fly certificate. So now, if I have to test an aircraft and it is going to the, but obviously to the another part of the world. So there the weather conditions are different. No, so I have to logistically, so it is complex. So I have to take it there. Now it has got some potential hazards and risk also. Like the human as a pilot is sitting there. So if anything fails, his life is in danger. So this is a example. This is the next photo. This is a wet runway test. As you can see, this aircraft is landed on a wet runway, and then this flight testing is done. So this also can be first. We have the exact mathematical modeling, like what are the outcomes of this flight testing. So we are reducing the risk of the pilot's life.
Ma'am,
Yes.
kindly conclude.
Yeah, sure. So mathematical models enabling virtual simulations are this computational fluid dynamics, finite element analysis, and flight dynamics models. Then multi-body dynamics, system identification and control models, optimization and design of experimental models. Okay. The conclusion is mathematical modeling plays a vital role in modern aeronautical engineering by enabling virtual simulations of complex systems. Techniques like CFD, FE, and flight dynamics modeling improve design accuracy. The integration of advanced computing and AI continues to expand the potential modeling in aerospace applications. These models help optimize performance, ensure structural integrity, and enhance flight safety. The overall mathematical modeling is key to building safer, smarter, and more efficient aircraft. Thank you.
Have you used a research methodology in this research paper?
Yes, I have used the research methodology.
What's
Hello?
that?
Yeah, so my research methodology included the literature review, analytical approach, and the case study analysis.
Okay. Since it's a mathematics paper, I won't ask more question.
Okay.
Just how does a model, these model helps in security and safety, this assessment?
In security and safety, like if I give you, I've given you the example of the flight test. So if any aircraft is manufactured, first it has to earn the fit to fly certificate. After production, that aircraft is directly not used. If I'm taking an example of a commercial aircraft, we don't directly use in the airlines. First it has to go through the flight test. Now the flight test is done by a pilot who is a human being. Now if you consider this weight runway test, the chances that that plane may skid, okay, and it may crash or something may happen. So mathematical modeling helps me, like some software I will mathematical model it, and I will create this scenario, I will simulate it, and I will study the impact of that, ये कि मतलब वो skid हुआ या फिर impact of my landing there, are there any failure chances of that. In this way this failure risk, like potential hazards are reduced.
Okay. Since it's a maths paper, I won't ask more questions from you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Let's now move to our next speaker, Mr. Karan Singh Chauhan, who will be presenting how mathematics helps in budgeting, pocketing money. Ma'am, this is the last participant.
Yes, okay.
Karan sir, please proceed.
Hello, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay. एक minute. Hello, ma'am. Myself, Karan Singh Chauhan. I'm the Assistant Professor of Department of Mathematics, TSDC. My today's topic is how mathematics help in budgeting pocket money. Ma'am, I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So,
ma'am.
what's your topic?
My topic is how mathematics help in budgeting pocket money.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're moving to next slide. Abstract and keywords. Ma'am, in abstract, the pocket money introduced the students to financial responsibilities. This paper explore how basic mathematical concept like arithmetic, percentage, and ratio and data presentation can help student create and manage budgets. Okay, ma'am. Okay, then now this is the outlines of the my papers. Introduction, reviews, objectives, hypothesis, and methodology, finding, suggestions, conclusion, and results. So this is the introduction part. Financial literacy starts early, often with the budget pocket money. Mathematics transform from theory to life skill in the process. This paper illustrates the link between the math capability uh, and smart financial habits. And this is a review of the literatures. And the objective of my topic is study how students apply math in budgeting, identify key math concepts in budgeting, pocket money, evaluate the relationship between the math skill and financial habits. Recommends teaching approach to integrate budgeting into the math lessons. This is a methodology, ma'am. I have collected 10 student sample of age between 12 to 18. And this survey, I survey and take interviews from these surveys and interviews and simulations. I got the result findings. 70% of 78% of student using math who save 18 to 25% and more. In this, girl use tracking tools slightly more than the boys. Non-budgeters depleted fund faster in simulation. And here we use maths like arithmetics, percentage, ratios, and forecasting. Next slide is suggestions. Introducing budget modules in maths curriculum. Use game to teach financial decision making. You can as I do, if you can give like any amount of student and tell them to buy any four things between from that amount. Like that game, you can play with students, yeah, your kids also. Encourage parental discussion on budgeting. Train a student in using spreadsheets for budgeting tasking, like tracking the budgets where they invest their money. And on his conclusion is maths empower student to manage money wisely. Budgeting pocket money build lifelong financial habits, and integrating real world maths enhance both academic and personal growth. This is the my thank you, ma'am. Many questions.
The sample size was very small.
Yes, ma'am. Because in this sample size, the money involved, no, ma'am. That's why I give only 10 students because of money constraint.
Fine. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Samira.
Thank you so much, sir. That concludes our technical presentation for this session. A big thank you to all the presenters for sharing their work and insights. Thank you so much, ma'am, for cooperation and your valuable time. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.